Western Front. Winter 1917. The ground convulsed under the hammer of artillery. Shells screamed overhead, ripping the air apart, flinging dirt and bone in every direction. Private Thomas Hale crawled through the mud, his breath ragged, his uniform slick with blood from the jagged shrapnel in his side. And then the war stopped. Not slowed, not faded, stopped. Every gun, every scream, every dying cry, gone. In the sudden suffocating silence, he heard it. Footsteps, slow and deliberate, somewhere ahead. The drifting smoke shifted. Two colossal stone lions stood in no man's land, guarding the mouth of a trench no map had ever shown. Their eyes glistened wet and alive and fixed on him with the unblinking patience of something that had been waiting for centuries. This is the story of the lions of no man's land. Stone Kings in the fog. Hale pushed to his feet, boots sinking into the mire. The lions loomed above him, carved with impossible precision, their manes flowing in frozen curls of stone. They radiated a faint warmth. Between them gaped a trench entrance. Too perfect, too clean, its walls smooth black stone instead of wood and mud. From its depths came the steady tread of unseen feet. The fog behind him thickened like a wall, pressing him forward. Then came the scented roses, impossibly fresh in the reek of blood and smoke. The descent. Hale stepped into the trench. The air warmed as he descended, lanterns burning with steady, smokeless light. The walls bore carvings of battles stranger than any in France. Men fighting beside beasts with burning eyes. Lions crowned like kings. The war above faded as though it belonged to another life. His wound still bled, but the pain was fading. A deep, grinding rumble rolled through the stone. He turned. The lions had left the entrance. Now they stood behind him, alive. When the lions moved, they walked forward, their stone paws silent, their molten manes rippling in the lantern light. Their eyes glowed faintly, watching him not as prey, but as possession. Hale backed away, but they flanked him, guiding him deeper. His heart pounded, yet their presence pressed into him like the weight of a crown. The corridor widened into a grand underground hall, golden light spilling from hundreds of lanterns. At its center stood a man clad in bronze and gold, unmoving, eyes burning beneath his helm. The Hall of Eternal Oaths. "I am the Keeper," the man said. His voice was older than the walls themselves. "Guardian of the balance between life and death, you, Thomas Hale, have been called by your blood." "My blood?" Hale asked. "You bled with honor," the Keeper said. "Such blood stirs the Guardians. They have brought you here to choose your fate." Around them, banners hung heavy with the dust of centuries. The battles etched into the walls were not history. They were vows, promises carved into stone. The Keeper's price. "You may return to the mud above and die," the Keeper said, "or stay bound to the lions and hunt those who have stolen life, deserters, murderers, souls who unbalance the scales." "And if I stay?" Hale asked. "You will no longer walk as a man," the Keeper said. "You will be their shadow, their claws, their will." The lions stepped forward, pressing their heads to his chest. Heat surged into him, his wounds closed without a scar. Blood bound to stone. Hale's senses ignited. The hum of lanterns, the heartbeat of the Keeper, the faint scrape of stone far below. The Keeper placed a black-bladed spear in his hands. A soldier walks above, cloaked in the breath of the dead. He should have perished, yet he kills still. Find him. End him. The lions turned toward the tunnels, and Hale followed without hesitation. hunt beneath the war. They prowled the glowing corridors beneath the battlefield. Hale moved as if he had always been one of them. The lions were once kings, he learned without words, bound by oaths older than empires. Their stone bodies were both prison and throne. They found the deserter in a shadowed passage. Lion struck first, Hale's spear followed, swift and final. The man's shadow tore loose, swallowed by the dark. Above, the faint rumble of guns returned. The roar in the fog. The lions led Hale toward the trench mouth, their glow fading until with one last look they froze. Stone once more, silent and still. Hale stepped forward and the world roared back to life. Guns, smoke, screams, yet he stood untouched. His uniform was clean, his wounds gone. In his hand lay not the spear, but a shard of black stone, warm as a heartbeat. He turned back. The trench was gone. Only churned mud and shadows remained. That night soldiers whispered of a roar in the fog. Not cannon fire, not beast, but lions no man had ever seen. Hale said nothing, but he knew. The lions still watched, and when the silence returns, they will rise.